What you want to create is not necessarily a dream home or a lifestyle home or something. There are elements of that, but that's the whole lifestyle thing is perhaps going a bit more into show homes and things like that. But there are elements of that in home staging, but it's not wholly that. You're basically just wanting somewhere to look as attractive as it possibly can. And obviously within a budget, but the budgets aren't really too much of a constraint and things like that. I mean, I always think it's a bit like yourself. If you're kind of going for a night out or something, you make a bit of an effort to look a certain way. I mean, you wouldn't go out with your pyjamas on, so why would you actually sell your house, with its pyjamas on, basically, or something like that. So, and every property is different. I mean, some are ex-rental properties and things like that, where they just look a bit tired or they look a bit unloved and things like that. Some have furniture, some have no furniture at all. Some furniture you can use. I mean, some people say, oh no, we'll need to get rid of the sofas and things. And you say, well, actually, no, we can use those sofas.
So you sometimes will use existing furniture within a property?
Always where it's possible, we will use it and things like that. I mean, something that looks like, there are furniture that you have to say really should go. I mean, absolutely without a doubt. But there's a lot that you can reuse and things like that. I mean, a tired sofa can look just great for the purpose with some cushions on it and a throw folded over, not actually like covered in a throw, so it looks like you're covering a whole multitude of things and things like that. Some other properties have absolutely no furniture, so obviously you're having to bring the whole lot in and things like that. I mean, what you're trying to achieve a couple of things. I mean, you're trying to achieve, first of all, when people are scrolling through properties online,
photos,
it will stand out. Whereas if it's just like an empty room, to be honest, I mean, unless you're kind of seriously and slowly looking, you're really going to just scroll by that. It's not actually going to attract your eye. So in that's the first
capturing the first bit of interest. Exactly,
and things, and then obviously once they get into it and so on and things like that, and you're showing the property at its best effect. Really, I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not easy either. I mean, it's not just that you go in there and wave a man. It takes a lot of work and quite a lot of working out before you even actually get to that stage, knowing what it needs, what to take, and where to put it.
Yeah, and how it will look in a video or a photo. That would be.
Yeah, and over the years, I've also learned like how the photographers photograph these places, so you actually know, and also what people will see when, like, if you come into a room and the bed's behind the door, I quite often move the bed to the other wall, so it's actually the first thing you see instead of an empty wall or something like that. And the same with the angles the photographer uses. You tend to know what they're going to do and maybe where to focus on.
Right, okay.
And things like that.
And is it true that a staged home or room will appear bigger? Because what would you say, does a room appear bigger with or without furniture? It does, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, bedrooms are a great example of that. The amount of times that a room just doesn't look like it will even take a bed.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times that I even go in and think, oh, this will never take a bed. And then actually you pace it out and realise it will take a bed. And then you put the bed in with a couple of bedsides and so on, and you realise actually it could take a wardrobe and a chest of drawers or whatever. There's even more room and things like that. So if I can't see it and all the rest of it, people who are buying the place can't see it. So yeah, a room can definitely look much bigger.